Hello everybody, and it is PrinceNightlen, and I have not uploaded in a hot minute, and I'm sorry about that, but I am here with TheLogicalFallacy, also known as my cousin, who recently started a YouTube channel of his own where he does reaction videos, and he also does gameplay videos, and we did a collab on his channel, and now we're going to do it on my channel. But if you enjoy what you see and are interested in any of that, make sure to check out his channel and subscribe both to me and him. Me first, of course.
Yes, please give mine.
Okay, so what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be playing chess variants against each other. We both know how to play chess. We both know how the pieces move. But this is atomic chess. Well, at least one of us. So this is atomic chess. Basically, it's normal chess except all the pieces explode. So it can be very dangerous very quickly. For example, let's see what's going to happen. Now, I have not played atomic chess in a hot minute. He blunders main 1. Okay, so that's a good indication.
Guys, I was just doing that to show you guys how it works.
Yes, I blew up the king. Awesome example. Thank you for the 8 rating points in Atomic that I do not care about whatsoever. So Atomic is an interesting game mode. I will confess I am pretty bad at it. Now, if I end up smoking him, this is not the only game mode that we are going to be playing.
No, not by a long shot.
Yes.
No, you've utterly destroyed me. I've already lost. So that's fun.
I swear this isn't scripted, you know, he's not a paid actor.
No, I'm just, you know...
yeah.
We're here to have fun, guys.
Yes, he's making a good impression.
So I forgot that there is, like, a scripted kind of beginning you have to do to not die immediately.
Yes, and playing the Scandivian defense was definitely me being a bit trappy. It's not that he was bad, just in normal chess, like, you take the Scandivian all the time. In Atomic, it's a little bit different.
Yep, now we get to actually play.
Yes, we're actually playing, you know, some real quality chess here.
Oh yes, definitely quality. If that's indeed what this is.
Yes, it is quality. Okay, so as you see right there, you know, if you capture a piece and put pieces next to it, you can blow up your own pieces, which definitely is interesting. It can cause problems, like, I'm already thinking here, okay, what's he trying to blow up of mine? Which is kind of a...
Blow it all up. Let it all burn.
A scary proposition. Now, he is threatening to checkmate me here, so we do have to do something about that. I think that this is the best way to deal with it, but I'm not sure. I mean, it's kind of hard to know. But you can't just let yourself get blown up. Okay, so this is actually an interesting move. Here... In normal chess, this is just called a Bota's Gambit, no offense to the Bota sisters. But here, if he takes, he also loses his queen.
Yeah, it's basically a trade, you know.
Yes, which is very strange.
It is indeed very strange. I do have an advantage here, unfortunately for him.
I mean, I don't know if he... I can't evaluate these positions because I am good at the normal game, so... I'm a bit lost whenever it comes to this stuff. It's hard to tell what's an advantage and what's not whenever it's, like, completely different than what we're used to.
Yeah, indeed.
Okay, so this is a trap right here. He wants me to take, because if I take, then he can just blow me up.
Yes, that is indeed what I'm trying to do.
And, you know, that's fine. We'll put the ball in his court.
Okay, so we all know what he's trying to do here.
Yes, so if he takes that pawn, for example, his bishop also blows up in the crossfire. So, it's an interesting twist on chess, you know. I didn't know that this is the variant that chess needed, but it absolutely is.
Oh, yes, definitely. The variant that we all needed. Okay, so hopefully I don't get blown up here.
Okay, yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to figure out how to make progress here, eh?
Yes. Quite so.
So we can just go there, try to ease the pressure a little bit. It's very strange, but this move is not a blunder of a pawn. Okay, that just blunders check. Oh, actually it doesn't blunder checkmate because I blow up my own piece. So that was a bit of a mistake on my part.
It's fine. We all make them.
We do indeed.
That might have been a mistake. Okay, you didn't see it. It's fine.
Oh, yeah, well, we didn't see this. So, you know, it equals out.
Yeah.
My mistake. His mistake that he was saying is I could have blown up 2 of his pieces in one go. But I did not see that.
Okay, so we're gonna have to move here.
The ready opening is OP in Atomic Chess.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh, that's just made in 1, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's kind of interesting.
Okay, so I say we make this the last game, and then we move on to Fog of War, which I think will be very interesting. It's sort of a game mode like this. That's not what I should have played. I was thinking this was normal chess for some reason. Okay, that was really bad.
No, Dalen, it's not. It's not normal chess. Normal pieces don't just typically explode.
Yeah, and you can't
like
typically
that.
just blunder a bishop.
Yeah.
Oh, this is horrible. I think that's my only move.
So glad for your purchase, your exchange of pieces.
He's probably gonna get me on this one.
Oh yeah, scripted win right here.
Absolutely scripted. So that's sort of a funny move.
It's more
but I don't think it's as effective as he thinks it is. I can't take that because obviously you can't blow yourself up. But I think he should have took my bishop instead if he was going to do anything with his knight, because now I think that this is just a forced win.
Yeah. So basically, I've lost 3 games in a row. 4 in a row.
I could have done it without taking her queen. But, you know, that's just to show you how crazy these variants are, because, like, if we played any of those moves in normal chess, we would have just looked like complete dinguses. You know.
I mean, we basically would just be blundering, just like I do in my actual games. You know?
Yes, and I blunder sometimes in my own games. Okay, so I'm just navigating the variants.
You don't have to make me feel better.
Alright, okay. So next we're doing Fog of War, and we'll also do another variant after this, which is for the people who really enjoy chess and can follow us, which is going to be Blindfolded, which is basically if you can't see any of the pieces at all. Okay, did you get my challenge, or do I need to...
yes.
Okay.
There it is.
Okay, now I will warn you, I'm trash at Fog of War, and, like, I'm not joking about any of this. I know that I absolutely demolished you in, that. Okay, I have no idea what you moved. Okay.
The funny thing is, your viewers can't see what I'm doing.
Okay, so his first move was e6, and then, d5. Okay, that was not the right way to take.
Oh dear, I did not realize you were there.
Alright, so we win our first game. Now we're going to do a rematch.
I don't know why I did that, because I knew your queen was there.
Well, technically, if you didn't have any information that my queen was there, it was just kind of lucky.
True.
Okay. So really, this is sort of like Battleship. You have to piece all the information together to sort of figure out what your opponent did. And you do not necessarily have to defend your king if you are in check, which leads to it being extremely dangerous.
Yeah, you received some rather interesting information there.
I did. Your queen is on a strange square. For sure. Okay.
Okay.
Now, if you can cheat a little bit, if you notice one of your pawns can't move 2 squares, you'll know something's there. Not necessarily what, but you'll know something's there.
Yeah, we're just
we both have like no information, and all. By the way, these are all blitz games. So if you're wondering why we're playing fast and speedily and not taking our time, you know, planning 50 moves into the future, it's because we'll lose on time. Were you trying to 4-move checkmate me?
Maybe. I'm actually not quite sure, honestly, now. So I'm not. What did you take?
That's interesting. Okay. Now, the thing is, well, sometimes you see a piece and we're like, I can take it. You also don't know what's protecting it, if anything.
That is true.
Which makes it dangerous. So basically, how we're seeing all these pieces is, if our pieces see each other, it's because something in our position is making contact with them. Okay.
I wasn't quite sure if that was going to end well at all.
Ooh, that kind of has me nervous. I'm going to take a bit of a gamble here, and that was not a smart gamble, apparently.
Apparently not. Okay, so you took with something.
Okay, the fact that he doesn't know what I took with gives me some information to work with.
True.
And if he ever sees one of my pieces, he has to weigh in his mind, is it worth taking? Because for all he knows, it could very well be protected.
That is true. Okay. Oh, crap.
Okay, so this is very interesting. I feel like we're either going to win the game or lose the game in this move, because it is very possible that I have just backrank checkmated him, basically, but it's also... Okay, that doesn't do anything at all.
Yeah, to be honest, I had no idea what was going on, and... Oh no! Oh my goodness! We were both in such interesting positions.
We were in strange positions, and I just blundered my queen. I thought that you were bluffing with your move, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly,
okay.
That was so bad. All right. Quite frankly, I'm very I think I'm providing a bad impression for your fans.
No. It's fine. I mean, hey, we're 1467 in this. This is amazing. Now, in atomic chess, that move would have been like a huge blunder, but it's like we're playing some sort of gambit line.
Yeah, we are technically. It's not very good in normal.
Well, I mean,
circumstances.
It's okay in normal circumstances. Here, it's kind of very compelling because I don't know what you're doing, meaning, you know, the traps that are possible here are a lot scarier. Like, for example, instead of going there, you could have went bishop to... What would that be? B4, and maybe get, like, a sneak checkmate on me, which would have been quite rude.
Okay, we're gonna just assume something.
Okay, so... I don't know what he's saying assume for as...
Oh, just that your queen wasn't there.
That bishop should be Oh. You might have given away something about your pawn structure there. So that's very interesting to know. He apparently thinks that it's very interesting information to know that my queen wasn't there, which might be a mind game where he's trying to be like, yeah, that's amazing. Oh, by the way, in Fog of War, can you castle out of check? Is that allowed?
I actually have no idea, but I think so. Which is such an interesting... That could provide some interesting positions to get out of checks.
Yes, it could. It definitely changes the game up a little bit. Okay. Wow. Her position doesn't look at all like what I expected.
You can pretty much see it now, can't you?
I know basically where everything is.
do too.
Not everything.
Not everything, you know. Just
Most of it.
Most of it, you know. Oh. Okay, so you took. I'm a bit worried. Quite frankly. Okay, that's probably. I think your queen's right there, honestly, but you know, maybe. Well, we'll see.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay, I have a feeling that I'm going to win this game, but ooh, okay. So I was right about where Red Queen was.
Yeah.
I felt like you were on that diagonal, but I wasn't 100% confident.
That was pretty easy to guess where you are.
Oh. Okay, and that's an easy dub. Okay, so do you want to do one more of those, or do you want to move on to Blindfold now?
I think Blindfold's going to be basically the same thing, but let's go for it.
I mean, it's not exactly the same thing, because if you do have the information of where I moved, you just have to keep it in your head. It's a little less visual, so I don't know how this is going to be in a YouTube video, but for the chess fans out there, I hope that you guys enjoy it. And since this is going to be like sort of a legit game where it's normal rules, I think that we can make this one a 10-minute game. You know, I think that's sort of fair to the format.
Alright. I'll torture through it.
Alright, so for those of you who don't know how Blindfold works, it's basically normal chess, except we cannot see anything on the board. I will permit arrows. If you want to do arrows, that's completely fine. I don't consider it cheating. But after your opponent makes a move, you can see what they moved, but only for that turn, and then it turns into question marks. So he is playing white, which is why his clock is ticking down. And why my clock is not. He is... Oh, he aborted the game.
Okay, sorry about that. Quite frankly, I was trying to figure out where my queen was.
I see.
Okay, let's try this again, sorry.
Okay, I am white this time. Okay, so we are moving the king's pawn. Okay, so he is also moving the king's pawn. Which is, like, a respectable strategy, though if he goes into a position that I know quite well, it'll be harder to get me lost of the minutia of being blindfolded. So, it's an interesting strategy on his part. I definitely respect him for staying solid. We are now into the Russian game if he goes, okay, decides not to do that. But he could have gone somewhere else. Okay, instead if he goes d6, and now we're going to be playing a sort of Italian.
Okay. So, I'm terrible with blindfold chess, to be honest. Quite frankly. But I do have an idea, I think, of where everything generally is. Okay, so...
I am a little confused, because I thought you played knight f6 first, meaning I have something wrong in my mind.
To be honest, I thought you were playing the Queen's Gambit line, but...
I opened with... I opened with e4. I think we're confused on, We're definitely playing a king's pawn opening. So guys, if you guys get lost in this is completely fine, and we'll do some post-game analysis, where you can see the pieces, and see an 1800 playing like garbage because he doesn't know what he's doing. So far...
I think the worst thing is... Okay, so I think I just need to... So you went that way.
Okay, g6. That's kind of a random move, honestly. Okay, I'm gonna try something sneaky on him and see whether or not he sees it right.
Okay. So you took that. Wait.
Ooh, there's one spectator.
Oh. Interesting.
Interesting. He's probably seeing the full game. He probably took the blindfold off and is like, what is this knucklehead doing?
Okay, to be honest, I didn't mean to do that.
Wait, knight d7. Move there. Wait a second. Wait, but you moved... I gotta think about this. Knight d6.
Quite frankly, I'm just being quiet because I have
no idea
what's happening.
So he moved d6. Allowing the fork. I'm just making sure it's not checkmate. No, he has room to move? Wait, but... After this... Okay, so he has to go king e2. Then this check... It doesn't work because he takes with his knight. Okay. So no, I'll just fork and win the queen or the rook. Okay. I was just making sure I didn't have checkmate in a couple moves. But actually, I think we're defending against checkmate. Now, the funny thing is, viewers, I am completely aware that my knight move was a blunder. My bishop is not open yet, and he could have took it for free. Well, actually, could he have taken it for free? Wait, no, the knight might have been blocked. But he did have a defense. The knight might have blocked the queen, but if the queen wasn't blocked, he could have taken my knight for free because it wasn't defended. Now his rook and his queen is under attack, and I know that you guys might be thinking we're giving away our strategy, but I'm trying to make it more interesting to the audience so that if you're not too familiar with chess, you sort of have some idea of what's going on. Okay, so queen e7, I mean, it's an okay attempt for sure. I think I'll just be happy taking the rook.
Okay, so I think, Dalen, legitimately, I think you're playing against an idiot because I think I'm entirely lost already. I have literally no idea what's my queen, what's my king, where's my bishop, where's my knight.
I think I know where all of our pieces are. Just on move 2.
I feel like I'm literally like in a horror game. I feel like I'm literally trapped in a corridor because I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, Blindfolded chess is not for everybody, though I definitely have a liking for it, but that might be because the first national master that I played was against that. So right now he's attacking my knight. I think that I probably just should part ways with it, so I'm just going to do knight d5. He could definitely take my knight in this position, but I don't think that matters. So
you're trying to trick me because.
Oh no, the audio's cutting out. Okay, queen f8. Huh. So that's an interesting move. However, I think it also hangs his other rook. So that's definitely interesting. Sean, are you still there? Okay, I do not hear him currently. Don't know what that's about. Okay, now I can hear you. Okay, so
I'm not sure what was going on.
Okay, but he is attacking my knight twice, so I probably should do something about it. Because if I can get my knight out, then my position is very solid. It's not the best, but it definitely is solid. We're not just up in exchange. Currently, we're up a rook. And for those wondering, what this sets up is now if this... Okay. Bishop... What does that threaten? Okay. Bishop h8. I gotta figure out where all these things are. Okay, so he moves there. Bishop h8. That's a strange move. I think maybe he didn't anticipate me moving my knight, because now I can take his bishop. And this is like a different story than losing my knight for the exchange. Now I'm just up a rook. Okay, Queen takes h8, unfortunately loses to, I think this move. Knight takes c7 check. He's in check, and we're also forking him. It's important to note his queen is here on this diagonal. Okay, king d8. Now, sadly, we are probably going to have to part ways with this knight, as it's going to be much harder to defend.
So, I hate to ruin everything. This is hard because I am so infamously bad at this. Just this certain variant that I literally can't. I can't.
You don't know where anything is.
I physically don't understand or comprehend what moves I have made. I
can tell you like every move except one. Where queen is on h8, where king is on d8 or d7. I think it was d8. If you don't have any rooks, where bishop is taken, you have for light square bishop.
I think I'm losing by like 13 right now, at least.
I think
it's 12.
Yeah, it's 12. You kind of did get a trade-off with that knight, but my knight's... But I don't even look at it like that. I look at it like for well, I'm plus 10. Because in the long run, if you're careful, you can win the knight back.
I know, I don't think I can physically move forward. I
A6,
can't.
okay.
So
A6 is an interesting try.
Here. It is a try.
It's ironic
for me here. I'm so frustrated.
Right no logic for the logical fallacy. Ain't that ironic? Okay.
Yes, I am the. Please.
Okay, so it is actually time for us to just open up our dark square bishop, get it into the game. Remembering where everything is for me too is a little bit hard, but I just have played so much chess that I can read this and I can keep most of the things in my mind. Now, I sometimes get lost in the nuances. I think you beat me in blindfold chess once because we both thought you were in checkmate, but it turned out you were not.
Yeah, and that's whenever I was actually playing chess quite a bit. Unfortunately, now I haven't been playing chess very often, and yes,
okay.
That is a bit of an excuse.
Yeah, okay, so king e8 is a massive blunder because now we get our knight out and he will not win it back ever.
No, yeah, I know. I just,
We probably should have just snuck for king to where my knight was, but you needed to get your bishop out of the way first.
Yeah, I think I've given up, basically.
Okay, so, he went knight a7. Now, for as someone as smart as I am, you might be wondering, why did it take you, like, a minute to figure out where knight a7 was? Well, you know, this isn't easy, you know. You play blindfolded chess and then at me.
Yeah, definitely. I would say that, I don't know.
Okay, so this is hard. I think I'm just going to go f4. We're trying to open up the position now. Okay, so e takes f4. We're definitely going to be taking that with our bishop. His pawn is on g3, so we don't have to worry about him capturing. And we know it's on g3 because a while ago I went knight g4 and I ended up forking him. Okay, h6. Which, h6, it's kind of hard to think about what that move prepares. He might be preparing to go g5, which is an idea. It is an idea, to be fair to him. I think just playing solid whenever you have this much of a material advantage is probably the right play. So I would personally just go here. And yeah, now that he's gone g5, we are kind of in the driver's seat. And a lot of the things that I'm going to do is going to be on the base assumption that I know where his pieces are generally, and I can get away with a lot knowing that. Okay, h5. Now this is just kind of senseless aggression, which he can try as he might, but it's not going to end well for him if he does not have a clear strategy. Now we are going to go, I think, hopefully this isn't a blunder. I do not remember if you can see what is a check and what isn't a check here.
I don't know. Quite frankly, I think I've lost all will to live.
Okay, so g4. His other pawn is here, so I think I can go here. Okay, so that's confirmation. I do have information whenever I do check him. Okay, that is nice to know. Knight f6.
I think that's my only move.
Okay, so we are just going to take that. That might be yeah, actually, I think that is her only move because you have neglected developing her light square bishop, which has made my life a lot easier because I know it's on its starting square, meaning it is patrolling this diagonal, which is kind of blocked by its own pawns. So this is just sort of like an interesting.
I'm checkmated, aren't I?
I don't think we're checkmated.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, queen takes f6, and then we just take with the rook. Okay, so then he goes bishop e6, which is technically threatening our queen, but also blundering a piece.
Yeah, it's not very good whenever you're literally blundering a piece by threatening another piece, and thus, it's pointless.
Okay, now, I don't think he's at risk of being stalemated, but it's definitely a bit of a concern, but I think this is just checkmate. Okay,
yep.
so it'll be interesting to look at how that game actually went. And I want to know where the divergence happened in your mind. Like, I know that you were lost for a lot of that.
Yeah, I pretty much was lost for all of that.
I was so curious what your second move was, because I could have swore in the beginning you went knight f6. Okay, so let's just look at the game real quick, and then I say we can wrap up this video, as we're already going 30 minutes, and that's a little long for this, but okay. So we started with e4, you went e5, I went knight f3, and you went d6. Okay, you went d6 immediately. I knew you had played that move, but for some reason I got the move order mixed up. I thought you went knight f6 first, but you did not.
Well, the thing is, so I got mixed up here. I thought that you moved d4 for some reason.
The fact that it turns it into question marks after the move is there makes it very hard if you're not accustomed to it.
Well, I think that once it moved into the question mark, I started questioning my life, and quite frankly, it just turned into a lot of questioning. I didn't find any answers, but I'm on the right track. Towards finding those life-changing questions.
Okay, wait a second. I'm thinking after knight d7, Sean?
Yep.
Was my initial reaction of bishop takes f7, king e7, and then knight to d5? Isn't that actually... Well, it's not checkmate, is it? No, it is checkmate, isn't it? Do you see the game, or do I need to stream it on Discord so we can see?
I see the game. I'm looking at it right now. I was looking at some.
Yeah,
I see your arrows as well.
Oh, you see my arrows? Okay, yes, because I rejected this because I forgot that the knight was no longer recovering this square, but I'm pretty sure after takes, we're forced to this square, and then it's checkmate whenever you move your knight here, because the knight covers this square.
Yes.
this square, and this square. So I could have had this over with within like 9 moves, but because of a simple miscalculation of the knight no longer patrolling this square, I missed a beautiful checkmate here.
Yes, and you know, it just added to all of the great confusion that was
Yes,
the
yes.
theme of our game right here.
But now, I did have a trap in mind here. I thought that he might be too clever for his own good and be like, the horse is blocking here, take this, and then you win the queen with a discovered check, which I had arrows on my recording showing this, but instead he just moved here, which I think he did not realize that I moved my knight at all and thought he was capturing it.
Yes.
Is my best guess.
Quite frankly, that is exactly what happened.
Yes, okay, and then here, this is just instructive for viewers here. Whenever you have a knight in the corner like this, oftentimes you can win it back. Now, you kind of have tied down this knight to defending this square of the knight getting out, so you probably should have gone a6, but instead you probably should have moved the knight back, gone here, or, you know, wherever, and just inched your way to this knight, because this knight is going to be trapped, and this blockade of pawns basically guarantees that my bishop is not going to be able to help escort it. But in the game, he got a little stirred up because of the confusion on where his pieces were, and he played this move, which this move, the game's already lost before this, but being able to retreat with a check and save my knight makes my advantage all that more extreme.
Yes. You definitely had the advantage throughout the game.
Yes, yes.
Due to that classic, and that's the part I think I'm the most embarrassed about, is I played this position a lot.
I have honestly, too. I think
but
that...
honestly, it's just, picturing it in my mind is so much more different than actually being able to play it.
Yes. Now here, some of you guys might be critical about him blocking, and if you can't see the position, you might not understand it, but his king had no legal moves because of this knight covering the only retreating move that he would have had otherwise. So he had to do this, and unfortunately this blunders a royal fork that makes him give up his queen. So at this point, once you're lost to a certain extent, you have no choice other than to give up more. Now, this is sort of bad on me. I had checkmate in 1 here, but I did not play it because I admittedly did not see it. so I think there was some mistakes on both sides.
You didn't see it?
Yeah, I didn't see that checkmate in 1. No. Okay. I didn't quite know where this knight was, so I wasn't trying to do the funny business. I knew this side was pretty well cleared out. I didn't know everything that was on this side and exactly where it was placed.
Well, that's alright. That's alright. We'll forgive you for it.
Yes, but anyway, I know I mentioned this at the start of the video, but if you guys enjoyed this content, please make sure to subscribe. Check out my cousin. He does reaction and gameplay videos at TheLogicalFallacy. And yeah, until... not of chess, yes, not yet. Who knows, maybe one day in the future. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button. Tell us if you were able to follow along in any of the complexities of any of these games, whether it was the Blindfold game, the Fog of War, or even the Atomic Chess. And until next time, this is PrinceNightlen, and I'm out. Peace.